Hello everyone, it's Tana. Welcome back to the channel and another video for the Christmas series 2020. So really quick before we get into our card, people have been asking about stuff I've been buying lately, so I have a pile here I'm going through really quickly. I will put all the names up for you because I didn't show it for long enough to tell you about each thing. Some of it's from Stamptember. Some of it was picked up over the summer, and if you've been watching me for a while, you know how I am when it comes to Christmas time and Christmas cards. So hopefully I will get to use all of this stuff this year in some way or another. Now that stamp set, I was very upset. I thought Riley drew on it or Jax, but it's actually only on the cellophane, so I felt better afterwards. Some of the stuff is even from last year. I believe that ornament set from Simon Says Stamp is from last year's release around this time. I love these snowflakes. They were part of the Stamptember release for Simon Says Stamp. And this one also was collaboration with Lawn Fawn for Stamptember. And this was the Stampers Anonymous Tim Holtz release for this year for Stamptember. And this little reindeer girl, the Pure Innocence girl, I love her. And these two here, Flurry of Love and Slimline Christmas, we're going to use those in today's card. And then the Man, the Myth, I love that one too. Can't wait to use that one. This one I picked up in Joann Fabrics. They have a whole bunch of Hero Art stuff now. And this is the Caffeinated Reindeer from Rabbit Hole Designs, and I believe this one's called Christmas Frost. And then we have the Candy Twist die, which can be used with their Candy Twist stencil. And this one I picked up over the summer from a Neat and Tangled sale. So, I wanted to do somewhat of a one-layer, kind of simple, only requires some coloring and piecing together die cuts kind of card. But when you're making 10 cards at a time for sets of cards like I do during Christmas time, it did start to add up time-wise. But if you're only making one of these cards, it really wasn't difficult to do. I didn't want it to take up the whole front panel, and I believe this card is 4 by 8.5. That's the size of the Slimline I chose. And I chose my images from the Flurry of Love stamp set from My Favorite Things. And I stamped out 10 panels of these before I switched out the stamp, because we also have to add the snowman. But I just couldn't fit all the stamps together at once. And he was able to just squeeze in there where I didn't need any kind of masking. So I'm going to stamp him on all 10 panels really quick. Of course, you're only going to see the one. And now we're going to do some coloring, and I'm going to put some music on, and we'll see you when we're done. that. Okay, so we're going to use some of the new Concord and Ninth mixed paper. It's an 80-pound cardstock, and we're going to use clover, cranberry, and white. Let me say, I was worried about it being 80-pound paper, but I liked it. I mean, I wouldn't use it for card bases. I like at least 100-pound cardstock. But for stuff like this, it's perfect. So I put all of them together except for the one, and I'm showing you how I did that. And I, of course, because the letters are outlined in white, I had to put the center outlines in as well. And I did red bases, like the behind the words, for the green cards, greenhouse cards, and green bases for the red house cards. And now, because there's a hill stamp in this stamp set, but I have such a hard time with those skinny stamps, especially if they're long like this one is, that I just used the Snowy Hills, I believe they're called, Dynamics, and just cut one out and use it to trace my hills on. And now we're going to use from the Man, the Myth, just the Merry part of Merry Christmas. I used CP ink Cranberry Fizz for this card in particular, but for the green ones, because there's 5 of each, I used the Deck the Halls CP ink. And I heat set those with clear embossing powder and just trim down those sentiment strips. And on the inside, we're going to put From Our Family to Yours, and that came from a Hero Arts Christmas kit from last year. I also took the little mailbox and the snow flurries from that same stamp set we've been working with and put those on the inside of the card to give it a little bit of decoration. Now we're going to glue that panel that says Christmas straight to the card underneath the scene, and we're going to put the word Merry up in the upper left-hand corner. And now I'm going to use some confetti sequins. I mixed it up. I used green on some, red on some other ones, and gold on some others. And I will show pictures of those cards at the end of this video. So that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you stay tuned for more videos for the Christmas season. And don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.